Hi there guys, and welcome to another Train Sim 2017 video. Today we're taking a little look at the Class 52 that comes in the Western Hydraulic Pack that has just been released by DTG. This has been quite well anticipated, I would say. There's been a lot of people wanting this to come out for a long time. It's a rework of I think it was IHH, Mesh Tools, I think it was IHH that did the 52. I've had a 2-second jaunt at the 35. Oh, that did look really nice actually. I quite enjoyed it. Quite a different thing. I just literally had about a 5-minute mess around with it. But I thought, as we were going to, I haven't got a route to run the Westerns on at the time that this is all set. I don't have Riviera lines in the 50s or anything. I thought I'd just do a quick bash on the Bristol to Cardiff, running it as a rail tour more than anything. I know it's not. I mean, if you look, it's not up to the preserved state, I don't think. Gonna be honest, at the start of this video, hydraulics are not my thing. Western region stuff, as you well know, is not my main area of interest. The furthest, and the reason I've picked the 52, should I say more than anything, was if any of you have ever been to the Audley End Miniature Railway, it's a 10¼ inch, 10¼ gauge railway in Saffron in Essex. It's not far from where I live. When I was a kid, 99 times out of 100 when you turned up, you could get pulled behind a blue Western. And that's what I picked. You can see right through there. It's quite cool. I will be doing a little bit of reading about them as we go along, because I'll be learning myself more than anything, if I'm honest. It's not really... I don't know much about them. I know how hydraulics work. That's about as far as my interest with them goes. I know the Germans favoured them back in the day. I don't know if they still do. I mean, there's not many places I think that still use them in vast quantities. Germans still do. Voith make isn't that really cool looking Voith thing? That was one, wasn't it? Right, the other thing I like about the 52 is the cab. I love the little wooden trim around it. They were very... Cabs always look very clean in pictures I've seen. I mean, I'm sure they got tatty and ratty, but from what I've seen of them, on the most part, they were pretty clean. Now, I have seen a few people comment that this is some of the best stuff to be released from DTG in recent years. I'm quite looking forward to that. That was really my main reason for buying it. Fair bit of power, and of course I'm looking for an ammeter and there isn't one. We'll have an RPM gauge. Now I don't even know what you're supposed to look for. What's a bad RPM, what's a good RPM? Not really got a clue. Oh. That's pretty cool. There was some gripe about the Mark 1s on a couple of the Facebook sites. I've already had a little look at these. I can completely agree. I mean, what is going on with these? It looks like they've been dipped in varnish. So let's just get the fact that these are dump out the way first. I'm not a massive know-it-all on the Mark 1s anyway. I nearly said Mark 3 there. I was like, no, my Mark 3's pretty well. I don't know my Mark 1s though at all. Yeah, they're pretty pony. Right, good bits. I like the cab. And this cab isn't even as... I wish I could have knew this before I started. This cab isn't even as sort of detailed or as in-depth as the 35 is. The 35 has some really cool little features. Very nice laid out. Oh, that works. That's the cab light switch. I like that. Have I got one here as well? No. I like that. was very powerful considering I've got like, there's 9 I've got on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So there's 12 Mark 1s trailing. That's a good load. It's been pulled them out of the station really easily. Right, what works in the cab? Rear facing horn doesn't. AWS does, of course. Sander does. Brakes as per usual. Yes, we'd expect that all to work. There's no master key socket. I don't know if that's standard with them or realistic. I don't know. That doesn't work. Those don't work. What are those? High end coolant test button. High train oil temp test button. Looking very fuzzy. 2 switches there. Don't do anything. Start stop buttons seem to work. Important to obtain train pipe vacuum AWS must be placed in use before leaving cab. Ensure AWS is not in use. Now that would have been a nice touch to have the AWS handles working. I don't know if they had them there on that. And also, if any of you guys are Western, oh, that's the headlights. Right, okay, it's the light switches. Not quite sure what those buttons are there. The buttons, I'm guessing they're lights, not buttons. We've got 2 engine stop lights. Oh yeah, because it's twin engines, isn't it? Low fuel level, alarm and general alarm. Windscreen wipers, then right hand side and left hand side. Nice to see that they're separate. Yeah, let's give it a bit more. So sounds. I can't massively comment because I couldn't really tell you what a 52 sounds like. I can. I've watched enough videos with them in to know what they sound like. From the cab, no idea. From outside, they're not terrible. Not terrible. The modelling's good, and the detail on the little works plates and shed plates and things like that are really nice. The front end, the pipe work is coupling. Bar falling through the front dam there. That's nice, neat little bit there though, isn't it? Fire pull. Texturing's nice as well, to be fair. Somebody's put a bit of effort into this from DTG, which I'm really impressed about. Cable drops, everything. The wheels actually look round. Head code illumination's pretty. It's very pretty. Cab lights light up from the outside as well, like that. Detail on those lifting hooks is nice as well. A little walkway over the radiator grills. It's quite a beast, isn't it, really, being twin engines. You can see why people fell in love with the Westerns. Well, they were relatively short-lived, I think, as well. So there's 74 of them built between 1961 and 1964. Don't know where they were built though. Swindon should have known that, but the Iron Crew. These are 100-mile-an-hour top speed. Did you know? We'll find out. No, 90. Maximum tractive effort of 66,700 foot-pounds, which is okay-ish. So they were withdrawn between 1973 and 1977. That would have been when the Western region decided that they weren't going to go for hydraulic and they'd take diesel electric as well. Now this had some great low end power. I know we've got a fair gradient. I was going to expect a little more from something like this maybe. Well, I don't know. So the reason behind diesel hydraulics, just getting the bits I know out of the way before I go on to reading anything. So in theory, the advantage of diesel hydraulics is that they are lighter. So you'd think better power to weight ratio, better on the track. That I said theoretical. So the bits that were a bit of a that weren't brilliant, put it this way, was that we were doing this just after World War II, and technology was a proven technology in Europe, and of course Germany were the big user of it. It wasn't the best political move, put it that way, to order German technology in rolling stock just after World War II. So what they ended up doing was building the engines in the United Kingdom, but they were licensed. It was MTU that did it. The other thing that hydraulics weren't brilliant at is high horsepower, so that's why this has got two engines, I think, as well. But for these, I can't even remember the real numbers. I think it was around sort of 1500 horsepower-ish. So then you had to put two engines in to make this a Type 4. Yeah, it must have been about 1500, because that would have been the maximum. These are about 3000, 2000 something. It wasn't MTU, it was Maybach. And then was it MAN and North British built some as well. So, what do I need to read about? So the Westerns, so the Hymex and the warships were already in service, but were proving underpowered for top-link services. So Western region needed a high-power locomotive for the top-link trains. It was a twin-engines jobby like we've got now to achieve the required power output in keeping with the policy. New locomotives were hydraulic transmission was envisaged. Experience has shown the Maybach, engines in the Hymex were superior to the earlier Maybach and MAN engines used in the warships, particularly in power output. Also, Maybach were able to offer their 12 MD engines at 1350 horsepower, allied with a Voith transmission and a Mechhydro transmission. Don't know that. It was designed to handle such power could not be fitted into the British loading gauge. So there's that good old thing with the British loading gauge coming back to bite us in the bum yet again. Oh, we've got 50 coming up and we're just about at 50, that's a bit of a pain. We're on the flat again now though. So the most serious continual problem with the class was the design fault mismatch between the Maybach MD655 engines and the Voith L630RV 3-speed hydraulic transmission. The top gear ratio in the transmission was too high for the torque characteristics of the engine. The result was that a single locomotive could struggle to reach its claimed 90 mph top speed in the absence of any downgrades, more so when work weary and due for overhaul. These factors combined with the Devon banks had a deleterious, that's a good word, effect on tired engines. All conspired against the Westerns continuing top line service. With 50 Class 50 locomotives becoming available following completion of the West Coast Mainline electrification and new high-speed trains, the speed and comfort increase in the Western region sought could be achieved when the Western dispensed with them. Towards the end of their careers, the Westerns were also allocated to Lyra as well. Wicked. And Plymouth, I was there the other day. Right, actually, Lyra, I was in Plymouth. Highest recorded speed with the West that OS NOC was aware of was 102 miles per hour. T1068 hold 9 coaches, 305 tonnes, down a 1 in 1032, i.e. virtually level. At Southall, the train averaged exactly 100 miles per hour for 12.8 miles from Slough and Ealing, whilst following service from Reading to Paddington. An unverified eyewitness account by a BR secondman stated that 110 mile an hour had been achieved between Reading and Westbury. This is a good downhill gradient now, so it's going to get a little bit of wind behind us. Interesting bit here. Despite the limitations, BR Western Region load limit book gave the same 550 tonne loading figure for both the Class 52 and the Class 47 over the South Devon banks between Newton Abbot and Plymouth. The reason for this is that while diesel electric classes can produce high maximum tractive effort for limited periods, diesel hydraulics can produce significantly higher continuous tractive effort. There you go. Getting up to speed, we're going to have to come off power. That's quite annoying. Sorry, I might be a bit slow and pressing the wrong buttons. I've already done it twice in this video, I think. I came to clear out the shed. I got back from holiday yesterday and came out to clear out the shed and start a little bit of a fresh. And my desk was doing my head in, so I made a new one. That took me all day, caused me a lot of stress. Do you know what? It was worth it. But my keyboard's just in a different position, so bear with me. On the high mech as well, you can turn the instrument lights on and off. On this, they just seem to be permanently on. And that windscreen is truly awful. What's that about? Beer needed. Right, I want to be at 75 for the bottom of the tunnel. this reminds me of like early rail simulator days. Can only be confirmed that these are the same ones. I know I'm speeding, but I'm going to go up soon. Pretty sure this was... Also, this reminds me of the Mr. Bean sketch, where Mr. Bean's sitting there and there's a guy that's sitting there or there reading his book. There was the blue light, which means we're in the middle. Pretty bad, isn't it? I'm going to have to do a video with the other two as well. So how do you know if you're stressing it too much, or can you just not? I suppose you wouldn't, would you? There is that video, there was a video doing a round to a 52 sitting at a station and the driver just floors it. You can see sparks coming from the rails. Must have dug some big dents in the rails on that day. If you haven't seen it, it's worth looking out for. HST come beside us. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Well, that fire Paul had, it's pretty high up, isn't it? Well, I suppose actually if it's on a platform, it's alright. If you're on the ground, it's got to be a good 7 foot in the air, I think. 7 foot maybe. Or am I exaggerating that? Another thing I've just thought about while seeing them there, the one thing I really liked about the Westerns as well was the bogies. I think they look very, very cool. With the one set of wheels in the middle. For years and years and years, I couldn't work out why these were called Cocos when I was a kid. Because they were, to me, in my eyes, they were just Bobos, and then it wasn't until I really looked at them and went, oh. I used to have a poster, well, a framed picture, should we say, quite big, like A4 size, of a Western. And gone a slightly grey colour from doing the China clay runs in Cornwall. This coach is only in the same blue. I know BR Blue didn't fare well, but they are definitely not in the same blue. Or the same white. But the loop on that sounds still waiting a little bit. It's quite nice. I mean, it's not particularly exciting. It's nice to drive something a bit different. I'll be honest, from a driving perspective, the high-mech was slightly better for me, and that was for 5 minutes. And I think the high-mech from the outside, I know people disagree with this, I think the high-mech from the outside is a pretty hideous looking logo. It's like a greenhouse, isn't it? Actually, I'll tell you what it reminds me of more, and I think that's probably why I like it. It's like a helm of a boat. Another wood. It's like a 70s powerboat. Like a Colvik or something. See? Hitting the wrong keys again. Oh. Oh. Can you tell me what this place is? It's a pretty vast. This is a works of some kind that I don't know about. No, I don't think it is. Someone's making a noise around here. That's me. That's fast, that, isn't it? Look. Whoa! Is that a power? No, it doesn't look like a power station. It's not set up like a power station. That does look a little bit power station-y, I won't lie. What's the thingy say? To tell us what it is. Ah, it's a steelworks. That would be why it was vast. What? I haven't seen any scenarios using that at all. It was a bit ponily modelled. I won't lie. That's pretty good timing anyway, because I am going to knock the 52 on the head and we'll go and start up a 42. We won't drive the 42 and the 35 as long as we have done this. 35, is that 35? I think so. The Hermec. The Hermec. That's what I'm going to call them from now on. I'm going to keep you in the video, don't worry. I'm not going to faff about. These are only quick drives and we'll probably stick to the same route. Just to be fair. So where do we get to? I don't know where these are. There's the 52. I'm going to end up spoiling a few future videos because you'll see some of the things that I have that I haven't told you I have yet. Let's go for the 42. Let's have it in... Oh. Nah, maroon. Yeah. 12 Mark 1s. Let's not go from Templemead, so let's go Newport to Cardiff. Let's sip my beer while we're loaded. This looks quite nice as well. The Rossa line. I watched Squirrel's video of it the other day. It was a bit weird. I thought he didn't do this bit, and to me, this is one of the most interesting bits of the route. It's Thomson interactive product though, and while their stuff is top notch, I don't kind of agree with the way they run things. But yes, talking of Squirrel, he made a major failure, didn't he, on his channel the other day, those of you that follow him. I don't know if I bought his excuse too well, to be fair. He's obviously a nice bloke, this Squirrel, really nice bloke. I definitely don't think he was out to mislead anybody at all. But it did mislead me. What he'd done is put up a video saying, Train Sim World, Great Eastern Express. It was the Cuckoo 47 on the Western, the Paddington, well, it was the Western Main Lines actually, I think, in the end. Passenger coach stuck with vacuum brakes and DA valves. Cool. This is very German. So you get to do what I did this in the 52 before I started the video, but you're joining me on it now, I'm afraid, which is the look aroundy. Yeah, handbrake goes on and off. Oh, even have a two-way working horn with the mouse. What's that? Cab light. Let's start over the second man side. With these Westerns, they loved a second man, didn't they? What's this ETH stuff? What's on the ground in DS batteries? What's that? Transmission what? Brilliant. Oh, Mr. 59. Oh, I like the floor in this. Is that a retro fire extinguisher? That is awesome. Well, I'm quite liking this. Let's have a look at all our buttons and see what we have. Any of these switches going to be usable? A lot of them would be circuit breakers anyway, I think. What have we got here? Start stop switch. Can we cut one engine out at a time? No. We can't. Sander compressor, what are you? Exhauster switch. Is that for the brakes? Goods passenger switch. Instrument lights on a... Oh, they light up lovely. Like that. Sander. Cab light we've already turned on from the back there. Is that wheel slip control? Yeah. Train something emergency stop. Keep depressed when loco is second loco and independently driven. Something to do with multiple work in there. What is this? ATC acknowledge. What's that? Wipers. Oh, this is like driving a train from a different country. No, it was, yeah. And the light switches. White marker lights. We don't need our red markers on. Okay. I clearly don't have much of a clue when it comes to these things. Been a Western. But I'm blethering now because I've said that. Let's have a look at the outside. That is pretty nice, isn't it? Again, these, what are they? Washout solution. Just changing the hydraulic oil. Those plates are lovely as well. Is that a... Yeah, 3D maker's plate. The shed plate's 3D. Yes. 3D fire stop. Oh, hang on a second. That's pretty cool as well. Actually have a peer in the fuel rails and stuff on the engine. Like that. Front end's lovely. This is definitely better quality than the 52. Anybody for a shiny Mark 1? Shiny Mark 1s? Anybody? In different shades of maroon. Shiny Mark 1s. Right. Let's get going. So that is the AWS acknowledge. Okay. Oh, told you I'd get it mixed up. My brakes are off anyway. So that should be my brakes on. RPM there as well. Oh, what do these mean? No, before anybody asks, I didn't read the manual. No, I won't start reading manuals before I start playing them. This is the fun bit. This yellow light likes to come on and off. The white one here. I'm guessing one of these is probably wheel slip. This thing must rev pretty high, eh? Oh, this is like green bits and stuff. The reason I say that is that the Western topped out at 1500. The rest are actually dropping the faster we're going. Oh, there's lines painted on the wheels as well. I do like that. Shame about that window again. Cab light's lovely. Doesn't quite light up what you need at times, but you get the gist of it, wouldn't you? Feels lovely to drive. Some bit of kit, that, isn't it? Some death. Fantastic. Noisy. I thought this was going to be really high rev or something, but it's not. I like that, mate. No way. DTG have done an opening door. I don't believe this. This is where I wish it would twitch. You can see my jaw at the moment is somewhere around my belly button. Even the handle goes down. 10 points, DTG, 10 points. I'm looking forward to learning to drive this. It's obviously a skill, it's obviously a knack of doing it and getting out of speed. thing I will say is the logo itself on this is actually pretty shiny. I mean, the roof is not meant to be shiny. This bit looks nice, shiny, that should be. I don't really class these things as pretty, like, they're not, I never thought of them as a good looking logo. Remind me a little bit of like a, I don't know, really crap shoe. A pair of shoes your nan would wear. It's just a bit sad, isn't it? Not necessarily sad, just, I don't know. Not that much design though. I think it was modelled, supposed to be modelled after the V200s. I think that's what they tried to model it on. It's gone into a higher gear now, isn't it? 67 mile an hour. Changing engine rate there. Independently controlled. Sun visors. Have light for that. Does that do? Just the rear. DTG, you have excelled yourselves. Oh my god, 3 different types of cab. What the hell was that? Sounds like some sort of noise from Thunderbirds. I've noticed the clear bell's pretty potent, but the actual warning bells. I like this. Be prepared for this to be seen in other videos, because I do like it. Mainly because I can do that. I'll be doing that. Ah. Well, this handle is on top here either, really. Head code. Look like a head code winder. What's the head code winder look like? Yeah, it could be. On it back in the cab, I don't want to miss any more of those weird noises. No, it stopped. Not a noise you want to hear that often, is it? That sort of cross between something like Thunderbirds and a air raid siren. Or just add, if you're a beer fan, just had one called Delirium, which is lovely. Which kind of explains the state of. I might be in a state of delirium to be finding this thing so nice. DTG have actually done something. Oh, I think I still had a notch 1 of power. That's very silly of me. Oh, I could go and drive this again, you know. I want to show you the high map really quickly, even though that is a nice loco as well. It's quite weird, isn't it? It's weird how that says I'd be lost without my lobster, right, on that sign. That made me go, that's weird. Why would you be lost without your lobster? Well, that's a really odd thing to say. And then I remembered that actually they're called oysters. And I'd be lost without my oyster. Sounds pretty weird as well, doesn't it? Squeaking 43 over there. Oh, you can hear that outside. Now, was that because this is external? Sounds just because the sounds are a bit weird and I heard it outside. I must say the AI for the quick drive for this isn't the worst in the world. It's a FGW43 there, 153. That was a bit of a harsh stop. Alright, let's try out the 35. Now, that is quicker me going this way. If I remember rightly. I love the fact that Vulcan Productions does loads of quick drives, but it doesn't half clutter up my quick drive pages. And that's not a complaint, I will just add. That really isn't a complaint. That is what the 42 is based on. Now we've had all the nice, we've had a maroon, we've had a blue, oh, I suppose we'll have to have a green. Nah, I'm not. We're going to go heavily weathered blue with 9 Mark 1s. I can't do green, not my channel. And we're going to go from Cardiff Central to Queen Street. Quick little jaunt to 35. It's a pretty looking route. Not too keen on these like tram train things. Now for your interest, it's a Punk IPA by Brewdog, one of my favourites. The Dead Pony Club is nicer, but it's a bit more expensive. You have to get it in bottles. Right, the high mech. So, coffee stain on the desk was one of the first things I noticed. I like that touch. Two-way horn. Not able to do that with the mouse mind. Right, engine start stop. Boiler emergency shut off is what that is. Headlight switches. Cab light switches. Don't know what that is. Let's have a look. Instrument lights. I'll have those on. Handbrake works. Nothing on destination to go to the head codes, but I'm sure that could probably be done in the editor. What's that again? Sander. No DSD or AWS. Start like up and down. Don't know what these are. What are they? Enduro operate mains voltage selector switch on load. Different voltages, 240, 230, 220. No idea. Compartment lights, they don't work. Fire pull doesn't work. This I love. Yes! You can put the pasty on a plate and put it back in. Come on. Who doesn't think that's pretty cool? You can turn the heater on as well. Who doesn't think that's pretty cool? Western pasty. I've eaten my body weight in pasties. No way! Oh my god, that's awesome. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm sold. Sold. Absolutely sold. Right. That is worth a one of them. Wiper controls, by the way. Doors, I didn't check these actually. Yes. Yes, DTG have really upped their game. I am mega impressed. 52 is a bit of a letdown, to be honest. Did I check the doors in that? I didn't. We might go back and just check the doors in 52. But yeah, let's have a look from the outside. We'll go out the door, because this is what I like doing in the 40. Oh, stay. I like it. Manchester, 1961. Yeah, lots of people think these are like really nice looking. I think they're too short. As much as I kind of quite like the cab, it's very 60s. The rest of it just lets it down, sort of dumpy, and that was a really big, long, powerful engine, then yeah, fair enough. And they did something with this sort of guppy-like buffer cowling. I'll be happy. The detail on this is lovely. Detail on the bogey's really nice. Oh, hideous Mark 1s. I'm very impressed. Can I do this? Oh, drop lights work there, and the drop lights work there. That's very cool. So I can have the doors open at both ends. Right, I suppose we better make a move before the pasta gets cold. It's not rare for a cab door to be open these days leaving stations. I mean, the fact that you can leave them sort of like just nearly closed. Love them. There you go. What do you need air conditioning for? If we do that, takes it on the chin. Tarmac's got a little bit about it considering it's so small. All in all, the pack has pretty much astounded me. Even the noises for the plate for my pasty. Get back in there until I'm ready for you. Don't know how you get it back in the pasty. By warmer. I could have a bit of fun with this, I suppose. Don't really know where I'd use it. I suppose there is a so one high mech preserved. Oh yeah, there we go. Get back in there. Warm up. And that's us at Queen Street. What can I say? those people that I saw on Facebook were correct. This is the best pack I've seen from DTG in a long time. Considering you are getting 3 locomotives, 2 which are superb, and 1 which is $7.99 in its own right. I think it's bloody good going. Bloody good going. I mean, if you're a Western fan, this is like the holy grail. They're beautifully, beautifully modelled. They are beautifully simulated. Maybe some of DTG's best work ever? Am I going to go as far to say that? Just looking through other things while I'm here and having a look. I promised you would check the doors on the 52, so we'll go and do that. I'm trying to think of another loco that... See, I don't do a lot of the steam stuff, and I'm sure some of the steam stuff's been brilliant, but diesel and electric wise, this is one of the best. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Happy sort of putting that out there. I'll get all the flack from me in the comments. People not watching the whole video, telling me what's wrong. I had a guy the other day that watched the video on the 317 and went, that's a 455. So, yeah, did you watch the video? Yeah, it's 455. I know, I say that in the video. Especially if I've got, it's lazy, that is. I mean, I happen to know that the guy did it, worked pretty hard on it. It's because I would quite often hear YouTubers say, look, before you comment, please watch the rest of this video. Before you comment, please watch the rest of the video. I just thought it was a given that you sort of watch what's going on. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've fallen foul to it myself, especially a couple of Daggerwin videos where I've sort of like, he's done something, I've gone, and then started typing it, and then by the time I finished typing it, he's cracked it. I'm like, Yeah, no, you can't get to the doors because it's got a cross passage. See? That will be one of those things that somebody say you can't do the doors because it's got a cross passage. But yeah, this is the most disappointing one out of the pack, and it's still pretty decent. So what can I say? Go and buy it. Go and get this. If you are a Western fan, I'll be honest, what I was thinking about doing with this was probably refunding it. But I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to hope that some guys out there do some rail tour scenarios that I can use this in. Not this one particularly, the Hymac or the 42 more than anything. And I've been saying 42 this whole video, and it's probably not going to have been a 42, is it? But I think it is. Once again, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. Please, please, please like, share and subscribe. If you like this video, do give it a like. One of my videos got over 100 likes the other day, and YouTube went nuts at me and literally was like, you've done it, you've got this, wow. But that didn't bother me. What I did like to see was that my videos were being put out a little bit further afield. My watch numbers were going very, very high, very, very quickly. So the more likes I can get on these videos, the more it is helping me get this channel up and running, more money in my pocket, more content for you guys. So keep it up. Don't forget the Facebook page either. It's always a good shout over there at the moment. It's really lively, it's a good page, A few people ask some silly things, but everybody's there to learn. So, again guys, thanks ever so much, and catch you soon.